Hi and welcome back to Whitetail Acres Farm. Well, it finally finished snowing and we're venturing out to check on the animals again and take care of the snow removal. We ended up with about 10 inches of snow and then a layer of sleet on top, which is challenging, but not as bad as some other areas had to deal with. The storm ended up crippling much of the country, and there are many people that are facing worse conditions than we are. So we're grateful to only have the 10 inches and then some ice to work through. The plow on our gator has been useful to clear snow from our driveway, but the bobcat with the tracks around the wheels is even better in the deeper snow that we got. The cattle have been enjoying being out in the snow and the cold. They've even been caught eating the snow. I guess that's one way to stay hydrated. Cattle really are so much like children. They are always playing and exploring. They get excited with the snow and they want to eat it. And they're also very nosy and curious and can often get in trouble by their curiosity. But yet they're so much fun, and it's hard to remember what life was like without the cattle, even though it really wasn't that long ago. The cattle just love being outside in this weather. And then the snow doesn't bother them, the cold temperatures don't bother them. It just amazes me every time that their coats are just so thick and well insulated that they can just withstand these temperatures and being out in the constant snow. I mean, they're really outside more than they are inside the barn, which is a great thing because then it's so much easier to keep up with maintaining the inside of the barn because they're not making as much of a mess in there, being that they're always out in the snow. But I think it's so neat just watching them out in the snow and having fun and just watching the snow just pile up on their backs and cover them, and it just not even faze them the slightest bit. It's really, really neat. They're pretty amazing, resilient creatures. And these girls here have also been enjoying the snowstorm. They're spring calves, so this is their very first real significant snowstorm that they've had to deal with. And they've also been just enjoying it just as much as the older cattle. You can tell with the snow covering their backs that they've recently been outside, and they've really been enjoying it just as much. They've been outside probably more than they've been inside as well, which is great. Giving them some food and treats here and just giving them a good look over. They seem really healthy and really not fazed at all by the snow and the freezing temperatures. So really happy to see that, and really happy to see them just enjoying themselves and living their best life here on the farm. Going back outside now to see how Ryan's making out with the snow removal, and I see the snow is just piling up everywhere. We still had some snow on the ground from the last little bit of snow that we got, and then this storm piled up even more snow on top of that snow. So we're just trying to really do our best here to move it out of the way the best we can, so that way we can navigate to where we need to on the property without the piles getting in the way. Since Ryan's still busy with the snow removal and doing just fine with it, I'm heading back into the barn here to finish up some of our chores. We need to still take care of the water. Even though we have a de-icer in our water trough, these temperatures have been getting so low for so long that it even creates a little thin layer of ice on top. So instead of the cattle getting discouraged from it and then not drinking enough, we just come out here periodically throughout the day, break up that ice, make sure that the trough is topped off for them, so that way they can come in and just get their fresh water whenever they need it. Coming back outside here to check on Ryan again. I see he's just about done with the snow removal over by the barns. He's done a really great job with trying to find creative spots to just put the piles of snow, and you can see the piles are getting pretty big here. So I'm really pleased to see that he was able to clear the area out. Hopefully, we get some warmer weather soon and some of this snow melts, but I don't know. I think the weather here is going to continue for a bit, and I think this is going to be one of our snowiest winters in a while. On the note of strategic snow removal, Ryan had a great idea of using the bobcat to plow a path in the snow through our property, so that way we can easily make our way between the barns, the chicken coop, and the house. We usually use the golf cart when zipping around the property because it's so much easier and just really convenient, but the golf cart does not drive very well in the snow at all. So having a path like this works out really great to be able to get where we need to, when we need to, in the convenience of the golf cart. Now, one of the last things that we need to do today to round out our evening chores is to put another bale of hay out for the cattle. The cattle have been going through hay so much quicker in this colder weather as they're eating more to allow their bodies to create enough energy to stay warm in these cold temperatures. So we need to get another bale out for them. So Ryan's back here in our hay barn, hopping now on the tractor, and the tractor has been really great. We have our bale spears on them, so we can just easily grab a bale, bring it out to the hay ring for them, and get the hay out. So we're going to make sure we get this done pretty quickly here, and that way we can get back inside ourselves. With the amount of snow that we've gotten, it has been a little bit more challenging trying to get the gates open and get into the different fields that we need to with the equipment. So it really slows down the process for us and can make it a little bit more challenging, but we have been able to thankfully get through the gates just fine. I don't know if we have any more snow, it's just going to be harder, but something we'll have to keep in mind and make sure that while we're doing our snow removal and taking care of the maintenance as the snow is coming down, to make sure we're also focusing on all of our gates, so that way we don't find ourselves in a tough situation if we need to get into a field quickly, but the gates are blocked by the snow. And the wind is picking up here, so we're trying to hurry and get all of the netting off of the bales. That way we can get this bale in place for the cattle. And I think the cattle heard the tractor. Usually they equate the tractor now with us putting bales out. The cattle are just so smart. So I can hear them starting to make their way out of the barn. So we want to make sure we get this bale in place and get the gates closed and locked back up before they come running out here to check out their fresh new buffet. And sure enough, the cattle did hear us, so they are all making their way back outside, so that way they can check out their fresh bale of hay that they can now enjoy the rest of the evening. Well, I'm glad we were able to get everything done that we needed to today. Now we just need to keep our eye on the weather reports to see how the coming weekend is going to look. From what we're hearing, it sounds like another storm could be brewing up for Sunday or Monday. The rest of this week, the temperatures are going to be in the teens and the 20s, so it's not likely that much of this snow is going to melt. I'm not quite sure how we're going to manage more snow on top of what we already have, but we'll have to tackle that when and if it happens that we have more snow here. So we'll keep you up to date so that way we can share our experiences with you. But we appreciate you being with us. Stay warm, stay safe out there this week, and we will see you on the next one.